everybody, the Chattering Magpie here. We are excited and ready to talk about some more anime that we watched over the week. And with me, of course, is the gang. Hello, gang. How are you?
Great.
Am I muted?
I'm happy
She
to see
threatened to
that
mute me because I was being mean.
Yes. I'm glad that you're here. Everybody, happy to see you. Ed and Butterfly and Teal and maybe Patrick. So, as you guys saw already in the description, we're going to be talking about a lot of anime. So I hope you guys are ready. We are gonna try to keep it concise, but tangents just happen, you guys. And I hope that nothing leads us to astray, so we can cover all of these appropriately. But before we actually get started, let me see. We have some comments already on the chat, and we have the very first one was Red Tempest. Red, where are you? Hop on over here immediately.
Get in your head!
Says, does anyone think I can binge watch all 4 episodes of Spy Fam before the live stream starts? Oh no. You have to.
I guess we found out where he is.
Not even started.
And he didn't even put it on a one of the voice chats here, which is even more disappointing. He could have just been watching it here with us. We would have probably crashed his little party. Well, Red, hop on over as soon as you're done with all those 4 episodes. So I recommend you give yourself the time to watch them, because yes, it's hee 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 ha ha ha, but episodes 2 and 3 were just really deserved, savoring and the emotional devastation. You really need to sink into it. So please don't rush it. Luis Fernando Quiroga Gonzalez 1729 says tangent alert and says I'm listening. First of all, Luis Fernando Quiroga Gonzalez, I'm so happy that you're here. Please do not instigate these folks to tangent. We're doing our best.
Too late! Let's tangent!
Professional. But I'm happy that you're listening. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me know what anime you're watching and we will give you a shout out, I guess. Also, Teal, I just noticed you are no longer Teal on YouTube. You're Can you tell us the new handle, please? All about that.
It's just my @ It's been so long I've kind of forgotten what it means, but I think Octor.
YouTube is being YouTube, and it's instead of using people's screen names that they want to have used, they're making people go by their @s.
Really? Oh, I see.
Maybe for moderation purposes, yeah.
It's confusing, but I do know it's you because of your PFP and because you have a beautiful, beautiful yellow diamond. You guys, if you would like a diamond, if you want your name to pop out on chat, if you want me to, to dote on you and give you lots of love, then do be sure to hit that join button. That's right there in the bottom. That will make you a supporter of this channel, and you can join in at the noble tier or above and have access to our Discord server. And then you can watch things with us. You can hop aboard this chat if you want. I'm wondering, how many people will it be too much? It's okay. We'll handle it. We'll deal with it. Just get on over here for the fun. Thank you all who have been supporting this channel since the early days, and to those who have been members through YouTube as well. Thank you. All right, so Peel says, okay, you watched less than half of these anime. I don't blame you. It's a lot of anime. I also struggled this week to watch all of them, but I am a committed magpie, and if I say I'm going to talk about him, I will do my best. So, yeah, I don't want to disappoint people. Happy to see you though, and I'm sure there's plenty to talk about, even if you only watched half. Kaiburi, hello Kaiburi, again one of our new members, says, I'm still in season 2 of Spy Fam. You know what? It's okay. Just watch. Just enjoy. It's one of those animes that it's kind of like episodic, so you can just like catch a bit here, catch a bit there. It's still the same story. So I actually would suggest to both you and Red to just hop on over and start watching from episode 2 of season 3. Ignore all the stuff from season 2 because ultimately it's good, but you don't need it to know what's going on in season 3. Just saying. That's my recommendation. Let's see. Thank you for your hellos, Luis Fernando says, hope you are all doing fine. Have a good moment together, and I say hello to everyone on Discord and on YouTube. Discord and YouTube chat, and hello, Lady Magpie. Hello, Luis Fernando. Happy to see you. Also, I just realized, Patrick, thank you so much for supporting us with a super
I was
chat.
wondering how long it was going to take to mention that one.
I was blabbing and blabbing. I'm sorry. I was like at the top of the chat and trying to say hello to the early gang, but I see, like, I was scrolling and like YouTube just pulled me all the way down so I could see smack in the middle of my screen your super chat. So thank you. It says, like, subscribe, and support your Magpie. Please join us in the Discord for all the tangents, please. And do me a solid, you guys. Send Patrick all kinds of uncomfortable electrician memes.
No!
Please. Let's see. No, Red Tempest, I would never bully anyone. Oh, Kyberty says, I started Plus Size Misadventures and I forgot I started the manga a while ago. It's so good. See, it's good. I'm glad that somebody here appreciates. I'm a Plus Size Misadventures fan. I said it last week. I'm following that one because it's like my pet, the one I was really into and excited to actually watch this season. Last season it was April Showers Bring Me Flowers. That was one that I had read before and I was like, yes, it's getting an animation. So for this season, it's Plus Size Misadventures in Love for me. So I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care if nobody in this in this voice chat has even watched it. I don't care. We're talking about it on Siam. So happy to see a fellow fan. G La Framboise. I guess that's Giseline La Framboise. Says it's a isekai of a. Okay, hold on a second. By the way, the new manga I recommend is Surviving Magic School. It's also called Life of a Magic Academy Mage. It's an isekai of a lab technician who was reincarnated as a magic student in a prestigious academy. Oh, okay. I should start writing down these things. Okay, manga is... Hold on a second. Life of a Magic Academy Mage. Yes, use Life of a Magic Academy Mage. And I think, Ed, you were talking about another one that you wanted me to check out. I'm just writing it down here on paper. What was that?
A Wild Last Boss, which so far is consistent.
A Wild Last
And there's
Boss.
a Wild Last Boss appears.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And which is an isekai, but it's also an interesting premise that's been holding up, except compared to the other one. And there's also the Pass the Monster Meet My Lady, which it's a shoujo adventure, gonna marry the lord, but it's got an interesting giving and twist. It's keeping me interested so far. Okay,
awesome. I will check those out this week. Thank you for the recommendations, you guys. Let's see. Oh, Thomas Hayden is with us. Hello, Thomas. How are you? And thank you so much for the super chat. Says, magpies tend to squawk a lot. Oh, good. Hope everyone is enjoying Spy Family. See, I'm glad somebody understands. So, by nature...
And Magpie's doing a whole lot of squawking here.
I know. I'm just trying to get this done as quickly as possible, you guys, and to not give people a chance to tangent. Yes, magpies. Australian magpies are amazing. Their songs are amazing. Unfortunately, though, I'm more of an American magpie that you would find in the Rockies, though. So we don't have that kind of amazing singing. But we're pretty. All right, you guys.
Someone is asking to pray for a blessing.
Oh.
Maybe since she's in the chat,
Fuji
she can
is
actually
here.
say it out loud.
Fuji. Go ahead, Fuji.
I pray for a blessing and appreciation of this serendipitous meeting, ordained I Gabord Nung, Goddess of Order.
You may.
Oh, Gabord Nung, please take away all the order.
Muted! Put it out of this.
Chaosifer! Chaosifer has subordinated Gabordnon.
No! Okay. All right. This leads us to a very ungraceful segue into into anime. Okay, talking about ungraceful segues, you guys, I want to talk about the bad and the ugly first. I'm sorry, I just have to get it out of the way. And Ed, this is your time to shine. Let's give it all of 5 minutes max. Just to trash talk on my status as an assassin obviously exceeds a hero. Because you guys, last week I praised this thing to the skies, and this week it was a major, major disappointment. And I don't know if anybody agrees, but I certainly think so. So I don't know. Ed, what do you think?
Oh yeah, episode 1, 2, and 3 was a nice seedling of potential twists and plots, and for the future, and it was a well executed story. And episode 4 was like your typical isekai trash. It was like, oh, there was a big misunderstanding that causes them to try to kill another person. Then the other person comes back, and they have some silly, stupid little duel. And it's like, oh, and they fixed everything, but some of the people knew that there was a little. Oh, it's
so
like,
convoluted.
oh boy,
It was so convoluted. Okay, so
it's so convoluted, but at the same time, it had some nice little elements. We found out that our little elf girl is actually the reason her eye color is different and her hair color is different than her sister is because she's the medium for the spirits or something like that. It didn't develop a lot, but also there's also legends of the elves that if somebody is born to the royal family, that's going to be different from the parents. It's going to be an omen of a bad doom. You know, I mean, there were some interesting elements that they could have used, but man, the execution in this episode was horrible.
So from what I hear, you guys, some of the people that are following this light novel, on the whole, they're satisfied with this, but they say that the light novel moves really slowly. So all of this episode was they just speed ran it like crazy. And it shows because a lot of stuff was not making sense. I was calling BS on some of the stuff. I was like, yeah, this makes no sense. Suddenly, like, everybody turns like good because, oh gosh, just don't even go watch it. Just I'm gonna just ignore the fact that that whole episode happened, this stupid little duel happened, and just focus on the good. Here's some good stuff that I enjoyed. It was actually the scene where after the duel, Akira tells the father, well, now you have to let your daughter choose her own life. That's what we fought for, and the father at least was decent enough to say, yeah, she can do whatever she wants. Which does mean that Amelia was actually supposed to be like the heiress of, Elfdom land. Though I don't know how much that means when elves are basically eternal. So, like, okay, she's gonna be the next queen. But anyway, so she kind of like has decided that instead of staying there, she's going to follow Akira. And I like that, not just for the romance, which very negligible to tell the truth, but it was a nice little scene where you have Akira kind of showing a little bit of emotion, I think. Though half of me is worried, you guys, because he promised that she would be able to follow him until forever, for the rest of her life or whatever. She just wants to follow him wherever he goes. And he said, sure, whatever, but he hasn't told her that he's planning on one day, leaving for home. Like, his goal is to find a way to get back home to his own family, and he just let this girl like promise to follow him forever, and he didn't tell her. I'm like, you're setting yourself up for a major heartbreak here, or for her. You're gonna break her heart. I did not like that, but I think that's just one of the things that's going to be revisited later, but I'm already anticipating the angst that's going to happen, you guys.
To that, I'll just say that if he can come from our world to that world, and he can go back from that world back to our world, then what's stopping her from following him? but you know.
How do you think?
I will say this. I do like his character that he's integral. I mean, what he says, he sticks by it, and he means it, and he doesn't back down on his word. You know, so
Yeah.
at least that's a good strong point of the character. He's not wishy washy.
Yes, I like that too. That's that's one of the reasons why I like this one, because all of the other ones are just like hapless heroes who have all this power and they're just wielding it about. But this guy seems to have like some kind of like something to his character. Okay, sorry, Fuji. Earlier you wanted to say something.
I was going to say it's one thing to have her return to the other world, but it's a completely other thing for like how she'll be treated.
Yeah.
Being an elf in our world.
Yeah. Well, nothing that a little bit of cosmetic surgery can't do. Just, you know, chop off the ears and, I don't know, dye the hair. Sorry, honestly,
outside of the ears, as far as I know, elves and humans are physically indifferentiable, except for the aging part.
Aging part, yeah. Well, anybody ever watch Age of Adelaide? Anyway, it's about a story about a woman who just would not age and all the trouble she encountered. So anyway, but we're getting ahead of ourselves, you guys. Needless to say, we are well, this was one of the weaker episodes that we've seen for for My Status as an Assassin. It still had its moments, and again, the visuals are still really pretty. I'm a sucker for visuals, so really enjoyed that. And looking forward to the next one. One of the things that I am excited for the next one is at the end of the episode we saw that the other school classmates that had been free, you know how they had been waiting, like trying to wait for him in the other town. They're like, well, we can't go. But it turns out that they're going to the Beastkin territory, and so is Akira. So I am excited to have them unite and join forces or something. That's going to be exciting for me.
Well, will they cross? Honestly, this is my prediction. I'm not sure if they'll cross paths. I'm pretty sure they're gonna miss each other a little bit. But even if they do cross paths, I don't think they're gonna unite right away. They might have a talk and clear out some of the air, but they're still gonna go their separate ways. I think because they said that the main character is a loner pretty much, and they're probably not ready to be at his level right now because he leveled up a lot in that little battle labyrinth while they were having a little staycation in the castle.
That is true. So we'll see. The anime though has apparently been trying to speedrun a lot of stuff, so maybe they'll just be like, and a year later we met again, or something. I don't know. We'll see. Or they could totally subvert our expectations and have the ship that they're sailing in sink and they all die. Who knows? We'll find out.
Who knows?
We'll find out next one.
If they keep butchering episodes like they did last episode, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up dropping it. I'm gonna give it the episode 5 and 6 try, and we'll see if it recovers quality or if it keeps sinking, and then we'll.
I have to. Okay. You know what? Which one I am? I have to talk about that one. When you're talking about giving it a little bit more of a chance, I started watching Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess, and I wanted to talk about it last week because I was so excited about it. I really enjoyed it, but again, I don't know if it's a third season slump or something. It was just not doing it for me. Again, we had a stupid duel. I think the common denominator here, you guys, is I don't like duels. Like, while people are preaching and yelling and doing, like, I don't like them. And this is what happened too in the Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess. A lot of moralizing during a duel. What's up?
I agree with your feeling about the Dark History, and the duel thing was like a little bit annoying as well. But the thing is, the duel in Dark History fits because the story is the lunatic love ravings of a teenage girl, and now as an adult, she's suffering the consequences of her ravings as a teenage love-struck girl. So it fits for the story was written by a young for who wrote the story, and now it fits for who's schooler. Suffering the story. You know,
kind of like adjacent.
Exactly. It's So that's what's interesting about the dark history. It's our heroine is suffering the fate of her own stories. Like your own misdeeds have come back to haunt you, and now you're like, oh my god, how do I unscrew myself from my middle school self?
So, I totally agree with what you said. One of the things that she's trying to do is trying to protect her sister Konoha, right? And Konoha, in the very first chapter, she was supposed to get assaulted and her magic power was supposed to wake up. And with that magic power supposed to grow, and she was going to meet all kinds of dangers, and Konoha was going to like fight them all down and get her happily ever after, but she will have magic to defend herself with and she will fight. Well, because she's trying to protect Konoha never got a chance to have her magic blossom. So now it's reckoning time, yes. Yana has to now deal with all of those dangers that her sister's supposed to face. But at some point, Konoha's gonna be beyond help for Yana. Like, Konoha is gonna have to have her magic and defend herself on her own. I think it's necessary. Konoha needs to have her live to her potential. I just don't know what will be the circumstance that will make her wake up. Part of me, or her magic wake up, part of me is thinking that her magic will blossom, I'm hoping, in this next episode, because Yana is going to be fighting Yomi, and maybe Konoha is going to be like, oh no, my little sister's in danger, I must go and rescue her or something, and she needs magic to do so. I don't know. That's just my ravings, but okay. There was a duel. Ed says it makes a little bit more sense. You know what? I'll allow it. But I'm still hoping that they'll continue on and, the story. I'm not dropping it yet, but there's very little to talk about for me right now, because I'm just like, the first couple of episodes were really, really good. So let's see where it leads. I think, Ed, you and I were the only ones that watched this. Anybody else watch this on the chat? Alright, Turash Mac 2182 says, Dark History was a flyer for me. I like the idea of an author suffering through her Chuni story from when she was 12 to 13. Okay, so you watched it. Awesome. And I'm glad that somebody's watching it, and we're gonna continue watching. I'm gonna continue watching it for the next couple of episodes. I think it should be okay. What was that, Ed?
Well, I had to step away, but when you were talking about what's going to happen next episode, it's like either her sister is finally going to awaken, or in the next episode, she's the one that's going to awaken and take over the story.
Oh. Okay. Huh. That could also be it.
It all depends on what her freaking middle schooler mind wrote in the time...
Okay.
In the books of how someone awakens to magic.
We know.
Which right now she hasn't talked about at all. She keeps saying that my sister hasn't awakened to magic and I need to make it happen. Mm-hmm. But she hasn't talked about the mechanism for it at all. She kept us in the dark. It's like she doesn't remember it.
Well, she remembers it. They talked about in the prologue. She was assaulted. Like, an uncle wanted to get her, and that's what made her like distress, and just that's what started it. So nobody wants anybody to go through that in order to wake up. So I'm hoping that it won't take something as traumatic and horrifying as that. I think Yomi
is... no evil uncles, please.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think Yomi, that is her yandere boyfriend, I don't think he's going to push it that far, though. I think he's going to be like, please stop, and maybe he's going to kidnap her. And maybe something's gonna happen. I don't know, you guys. And suffice it to say, I'm going to watch the next one because I need to know how do you deal with that. But for me, there's a ticking time bomb that at some point Konoha has to get her magic, and it's going to be super important because the scariness or the danger of the antagonist is gonna just keep increasing, and there's no way that Yana is gonna be able to hold on and manage it all, or at least
because that's where her silly mind wrote the story. That's how these stories go. So now she knows.
Right? Oh man.
But why?
But why? Why does anybody write fanfic?
To fulfill your stupid little fantasies, and now she's suffering her little stupid fantasies.
Yeah.
That's what's so great about this anime. It's like, hey, I write stupid fantasies. I forget about stupid fantasies. Oh crap! I'm stuck in my stupid fantasy.
Yep. All right, you guys. So speaking of stupid fantasies, no. Let's go into Humania Princess. This kind of goes into a good segue because I'm still bitter about the fact. Yes, I will always talk about the fact that they have deprived us of the original content where she's supposed to come from another world. This girl has troubles of her own though. She doesn't have magic and she's doing everything she can to get her magic.
Magpie can't let go of her love for the webcomic?
Yes, the webcomic.
Because
superior.
It's the Anime Falls light novel.
Yeah, well,
kind of weird that it started with the light novel, decided to take a different kind of story with the webcomic, and now the anime is going back to light novel.
Yeah. For those of us who actually were excited for Humania Princess, we all knew it because of the webcomic, so kind of feel a little bit betrayed, so I'm just saying. However, there are some good points that we have to consider, and first of all, the adaptation continues to be amazing. Every frame is a treat to the eyes. Let me make this clear. It's really beautiful, and despite the changes, I'm still enjoying it, okay? Make no mistake about that. Teal, you've been highly, highly quiet, but I know you watched this one.
I did.
What were your impressions of Lucas's training?
I was mostly fascinated by the fact that it wasn't in the manhwa, but I think it worked well enough that, I can see why they did it, I guess.
Yeah. So the approach that they're taking it is doing a training arc, a magical training arc. They're devoting several episodes on her failing to be able to use her magic, and she is venting and raging at Lucas because he's supposed to be her tutor, and she's like, "You're not helping me. You just give me all these random things that I have to do, but they're not helping me. My magical power is not awakening." Because he's saying you just have to figure it out on your own. He does tell her that everybody has their own way of doing it, and we can see that her anxiety is growing. Last week we knew that it was because she doesn't want to be discarded by her father, like in the story. But in this episode, I really appreciated that we had a moment where she and Claude were taking tea, and he noticed that she's just not, kind of worried. And she mentions that she's worried about her magic, it's not working. And her father is, he's, for all the fact that he's absolutely emotionally constipated, he just tells her, you don't have to stress about it. You don't have to worry about it. Just, and I think that's a reassurance that our girl definitely needs. Because for her, the last thing she wants is to lose her father. Magic is just a way of trying to cling on to her father's approval. And I hope that one day she can believe that her father does love her. And she can rest. But it turns out that she does manage to awaken some of her power. Because in this episode, she again runs away, goes into the evil lake with the evil flowers. Somebody please burn those flowers. The lake drags her in, and
with her mother's image.
Yeah, her mother's image. Lake drags her in and almost drowns her, except her magical power absolutely, woke up, and she was able to, rescue herself.
But she has no clue how she did it.
It doesn't explain to us, but she knows how she did it, and in the end she said it was actually kind of easy. I'm like, okay, good for you, I guess. It only takes a drowning. Okay. Hopefully when the fire one comes, you don't have to be burned to a crisp before you figure out how to deal with it. Sorry, was that Fuji and then Teal?
Yeah. What did everyone think of what happened with the Lord Lucas dropping her from great heights? Like,
we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about
sorry.
that in a bit. We're just
I was
talking about the
just gonna
magical
say-
part. Yeah. Hold on.
I was just gonna say he goes from throwing her in the deep end, saying, "Oh yeah, just figure it out on your own," to you don't like me, so yeah, go see that guy.
Teal.
Was this in the anime that Lucas isn't a very good magical teacher? He's just like, you just go, huh, and then you go, huh.
Exactly.
It's so easy. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
Your
But that's how
instructions make no sense.
That's how they taught 400 years ago, so it has to be the right way to teach, right?
Yes, he's so stuck in 400 years ago.
Oh
He's
my
like,
gosh.
I mean, that's how everybody learned. So just learn.
Yeah.
Why aren't you learning?
All right, so let us go into why she gets dropped off the sky. So she's so annoyed at the fact that he's so indifferent. He's so cold to her. She's like, you know what? I regret turning down Duke Alpheus's offer for a playmate. I should have just asked him to bring over Ezekiel. And he's like, oh, is that what you want? You want to have Ezekiel as your playmate? Let me send you on over. So he does. He literally drops her in Ezekiel's garden, and Ezekiel was there to catch her. I thought that was so adorable, you guys. The animation and everything, so cute. Very, very well done. Especially how, like, when he opens his eyes and sees her, she looks dreamy and so bright. Like, yeah, I could feel. If I were him, I would have immediately fallen in love for the angel. Honestly, I don't blame him if he falls in love for her. But hopefully he doesn't.
I mean, my biggest question about that scene is, why does he make her appear in the sky falling down to her death? You know, it seems like when he brings her back, he summons her just a little bit above the floor, so she's fine. So he seems to have perfectly control. But that instance, like, oh, the sky, that's where you're gonna appear, and you're gonna fall down. And it's like, was that him being spiteful?
That was spite.
Oh, that was
spite.
Pure spite.
There is no possible way it was anything else.
Spite.
Yeah, but then he kills her if she doesn't use her magic or something happens, you know?
I'm sure
or did he know?
I'm sure
Or did he know that something? Yeah, or didn't he know that she would be fine? You know, there's something there. It's almost like he set up the meeting with the Ezekiel guy in the most favorable possible way.
You know how, like, when you're in, like, in roller coasters, the ones that they drop you off, and of course you feel terrified, but it's controlled because right at the last possible moment, it just kind of slows down enough. So, you know, I think that's what he did, just an invisible roller coaster for her, and so she would land. Whether or not there was somebody to catch her, she would still kind of like plop into the ground. Maybe it would hurt a little, but that's still part of his spite. He was just trying to scare her. I don't think he just dropped her and let her, you know, let the chips fall as they may. I think it was a controlled fall.
People could survive a height from 100 meters 400 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It was a bit startling that he dropped her from higher than he was trying to drop her when he was trying to torture her originally.
Yeah, well, who knows what is inside Lucas's head? We know that he is an ancient mage, and well, I'm not an ancient mage. I don't know anything about what's going on inside ancient mages' heads, but he did get his just desserts, I guess, because the moment she was back, she punched him in the face. Deserved. So desserts, yeah. So the webcomic says that he was super shocked. He said never in his life had anybody hit him. Not even his parents had ever hit him in the face. So she was able to do it without any other repercussions. There you go. I guess it's violence is not the answer, but sometimes
Until it is.
Yeah.
It's the question, and the answer is yes.
Thank you, Teal. Okay, so that covers Who Made Me a Princess. Was there anything else anybody wanted to say about this one? Okay, let us continue on then to Solo Camping. I think only Teal and I are watching it. Did you watch this one, Teal?
Which one?
Solo Camping for Two?
Yes.
Okay, cool. There's another person that watched
Well,
it.
not today's, but I assume
No.
we're not talking about
No,
that
we're
one.
not talking about today's. I was going to watch today's, but I was like, why am I going to waste my time? No,
Wait, which one?
Solo Camping for Two. No,
Oh.
It's not the one about Sui and all the things. I know you guys are enjoying that one, but nothing really has happened on campfire cooking, just adventures. For this one, nothing too significant happened, except the fact that Jen let Shizuku for the first time pick their camping area, and she picked out a place. Anything about the place that was striking or out of the ordinary, Teal? Do you remember?
Yeah, well, of course, they arrive during the day, as you do when you're camping, and it's just kind of looks over like, I don't know if it's the Yokohama era or the Kawakura era, but it's just kind of these like not very tall buildings. It doesn't make you feel like you're in nature. Again, was kind of like, okay. But then on into the night, and as you can see in the little GIF, the skyline lit up. It was kind of a nice change of pace, and again, someone was like, you know what, respect.
One of my favorite parts about the fact that he let her choose is that it brought him the realization that, you know, he has all these preconceived notions of camping and what's best for him and what works and what should be bad. Like, he's like all about nature, all about these things, but sometimes when he lets other people in, like Shizuku, they can show him, you know, a whole new world. And he admits it. He admits it that it's only been because he's been opening up to other people, in this case Shizuku, that he's been able to step out of his shell. And that's a cute realization for somebody who seems to have already reached at 30s. In the 30s, a lot of people are kind of become set in their ways. They're kind of like start to like say like, I like to just do this thing my way. But it's good that he's able to be open to change. Yeah, I like that, especially because one of the things that I worry the most about these two is that they have a pretty large age gap. She's in her very, like, I think she's like 20, right? College age, 20 something.
Yeah,
And
early
he's
20s.
early
not
20s.
past the mid 20s.
Yeah, definitely early 20s. She's still in college, you guys, and he is in his 30s, like mid to late 30s, right? Or mid 30s, 33, 34, I don't know, somewhere
Yeah, I
in the
think
30s.
he's like 34.
34,
Yeah.
okay, mid 30s. So it might not seem like it, you guys, but that does make a difference. Dating somebody that's more than 10 years older than you is a challenge, because so it's good to see that he can compromise and let her call some of the shots. Also, I like the fact that he took initiative in this time. Since she picked a place he was going to cook, though of course there was a little bit of miscommunication there, but again, compromise. She was like, well, I also brought food, but you know, let's just have yours and we'll eat mine later. So that was nice to see. So in any relationship, just before they're dating, because they are gonna date, I'm sure, but just before they start dating, they're getting this understanding, like, yeah, we're probably not gonna be on the same page about everything, but it's all about compromise. And it seems that they're able to strike compromises, and you know, little things like these, they're good.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're already dating. It's not been officialized yet. You know.
Yes, that is true. When they asked,
Camp dates.
yeah. When they asked him if that was his girlfriend, that was like 2 episodes ago. He was like, "No, she's not my girlfriend." yet. Speaking of, in the next episode, which is already out by the way, the next episode, I think we're gonna get a return of the bike girl. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where that goes. The title, I think it's like, can I have him then? I'm like, what? What?
I get it. You know, romance, anime, whatever. Yeah. They always do this of like, you know, you guys are getting along because of X. Mm-hmm. Well, here's another person who does X you can get along with. Mm-hmm. So, like, what makes the first person so special? And then it's when it's revealed, you know, like, why is Shizuku special? That will be a good development. But, you know, right now we're like, you keep your paws off of Gen-san.
Yeah, like always, like knee-jerk reactions, but we know it's for the better good. So let's hope that they've been doing a really good job handling all of these relationship, you know, landmines that usually like make or break like a fledgling couple or not yet couple. They've been doing okay so far. So we're gonna continue to watch over them, like as one watches a little fire and give it the proper kindling that it needs, and a little wood here and a little air, so it just burns through the night. It'll be good. It'll be great. Excited for next episode. I'll watch it sometime tonight, maybe, just because I want to know what's this hussy up to. All right. Okay. That said, it's time for us to just go into the last half. Plus size misadventures. Anybody here watched it? Or was that just me? I think somebody said they watched it. No?
Unfortunately, I think it's just you.
It's just me. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to say thank you to Patrick, who just gifted 5 Chattering Magpie memberships. Patrick, you're a doll. Thank you so much. Here, have a whole bunch of hearts. In spite of you trolling me, I do appreciate you. So now look at all those lucky folks.
And I'm not trying to buy your I'm not trying to buy your appreciation.
Did it sound like that?
It may have sounded like that.
Whoops. Sorry. Here you go. How about a whole bunch of hearts?
I'm saying my actions kind of made it sound like that.
All right, you guys. So, just so you guys are clear, everybody here likes to troll me or everybody at some point, but we love each other. We're cool. Oh no, what in the world happened?
And behind the scenes, I get a fair deal myself, so don't worry about it.
All right. So thank you for your support. I hope you guys hop on in and join us on Discord. It'll be fun to receive you with love. Let's see. I see people are talking about anime. Yes, share your favorite animes with each other. There's a lot that I don't know. I'm still relatively new to anime. I do see Death Note that's somewhere there. I read the manga. I didn't watch the anime, but I read the manga and it was pretty good. Pretty good.
With one of the edgiest like weird protagonists ever in anime. I enjoy Light for who he is, but yeah, he goes a little overboard.
Like Yagami. Yeah, so I was actually kind of sad at how. Anyway, I'm not. Tangent alert. Let's not. Okay. Plus size misadventures. We're talking about shoujo real quick. I'll just cover it really quick. So we're still remembering that Yumeko was probably somebody attempted to kill her. There's suspicions flying all over the place about who did it, what are the motives. There's the vice president, that is the friend that she always talks to in the park, who's like a total hottie and that her old self used to stalk. He is suspected of having an affair with Yumeko's chief wife. Okay, it's kind of confusing. But in this episode, she and her chief have go on a business trip together because, again, they're trying to develop this new flavor of chips, and suddenly all of the chips in Japan, all of the potatoes in Japan were ruined except for like a farm somewhere in the mountains that had some potatoes, and the seller or the farmer didn't want to sell it to them. But of course, she, with her effervescent charm, went and convinced him and made a deal. And all's well that ends well.
Effervescent. Interesting use of adjectives.
Yes, I learned it from Teal. And and let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, but on her way back in the train, she actually, like, the conversation turns a little bit towards her boss and his wife. You know, she's a lady that we've seen before, seems to be having like some kind of a problem, like she's super depressed, or I don't know. But we don't know what the deal is. But I honestly suspected the boss, but it turns out that probably he's not it. He seems to like really care for his wife, and he's sad. There was no danger, no alarm bells going in her head about that he probably, you know, meant her harm. I haven't finished reading the manga, so I have no idea what's going on. Suffice it to say that maybe the boss isn't a bad guy. In fact, we were left kind of like feeling sympathy for him, because she says like, you know, I think your wife still loves you, and he didn't reply anything, but when she walked away, he just was standing there looking all sad and forlorn. I kind of felt sorry for the guy, in spite of my earlier prejudices. So that was the first half. The second half covered, you know, misadventures in love in the office, and basically says that, you know, just like a lot of people might say that Yumeko being, you know, overweight might not be charming, might not be pretty to anybody, she is of the belief that everybody has a charm point. And she tries to convince her coworker, who is really like, he has a huge crush on another lady in the office. It's like, you know, you underestimate yourself. You have a charm point. Everybody has one. And the same way, you guys, everybody, you, me, we all have charm points. All that we need to do is let those shine. So
What are we?
Yeah.
Is this My Little Pony here?
I've never watched My Little Pony, so I guess so, if you say so. All right. And that kind of covers plus size misadventures, still trying to navigate the mystery, and still trying to, you know, get that message across that, you know, beauty is something that actually is, everybody has it. You just have to let it shine through. Yes, a la Little Pony style. I don't know what that means, but okay. All right. That covers plus size misadventures. I know not a lot of people are watching it, but it's fun. I like it. It's cute. All right. I know you guys are watching Spy Fam. Don't you dare tell me you're gonna watch Spy Fam. I know you guys are ready to talk about this one. Boy, what an episode this was. Oh, man.
I feel bad for, I wish I could remember his name, the teacher who's
Hendricks?
yes,
Hendricks.
yes,
Something like that.
He's always
Henderson.
on about elegance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad for him because he's trying to explain something to Anya and she's just not getting it.
Yeah. So, really quick, the first half of this episode just dealt with Handler. We can see that she is a very tough lady and she knows what she's doing. Like, there has never been any question that she is not competent in her job, but seeing her in action really was a good thing to see. We see how she is training a newbie, and training that guy reminds her of the time when she trained Twilight. And her comment, she's like, yeah, I gently showed Twilight the ropes. And I'm like, that's not how he remembers how you trained him. There was definitely nothing gentle about you training him or showing him the ropes. I like that. But yeah, the second part of this episode has to do with Anya. It's kind of like the aftermath of her having gotten a Tronitus bolt. Sorry about that. And in this episode, the teacher, he's like, you know what? like inside he was talking to himself like, this child, she just got her tonitrus bolt, she must be depressed, she needs support. But Anya had totally forgotten about her tonitrus bolt. So she had to convince him, oh yeah, I'm very, very sad, I got a tonitrus bolt. He's like, oh, okay, so okay, there's still hope, there's still promise for this child. So he is taking his time to, explain to her like how she can become a model student. And yet, yeah, like Patrick says, like it's kind of pitiful. He's doing his best.
Yes, the little psychic kid is not smart at all.
Oh my gosh, this kid. I love her to death, but there's nothing in between her ears, you guys.
Her saving grace, besides her ability to read minds, is she's just cute as hell.
Yeah, she is. Ask Damien, he'll tell you. Yeah, so all of the pep talks go way over her head. The cute thing about this episode is when they walk through the Hall of Fame, where they put all the Stella students or the Imperial students, and they actually they did pay tribute to the voice actors of Yor, Twilight, and Anya. And I think, don't quote me, but I think also that the student that got tonitrus bolts is the writer of the manga. I read it somewhere. I can't confirm though. So it's really cute. You will see their little pictures there in that as a passage. Though, if you compare it to the manga, there was somebody that had like cat hands. Like that's how they took their picture, and they didn't have that here. Everybody was really professional, not here. I was looking forward to the cat hands. Oh well. But yeah, basically.
Are cat hands at all similar to jazz hands?
No. Cat hands are like literally like little cat paws, kind of like. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
No, it's not jazz hands. It's cat paws. So ultimately, at the end of his mentoring session, he gives her some candy, which of course she doesn't appreciate as she should. And then when he says like, hey, I have your quiz here, we can go over it, she's like, nope, the bus is coming, bye-bye. The poor man. he just like stares sadly, like vacant look. He's like, educating sure is hard. Poor man.
It's not as hard when you have a student that's just not thick-headed.
The student needs to want to learn.
Oh. Schmack giving us some lore about the post. Okay. Yeah, so does Magpie implying Tanya doesn't have a brain? Yeah, I was implying that she has nothing in her head. She has no brain.
I am definitely saying she has no brain.
Our precious darling. So, anyway, next mission. At the end, which is one of the things I really enjoyed, the fact that we get Lloyd almost fainting because she realizes that her parents are working very hard. She's like, you know what? I should ask them for help. Like, Mom, Dad, after dinner, can you guys help me with my homework? And Lloyd is immediately like, you did not just get another tonitrus bolt, and he's about to pass out. And the end, of course, hilarious. Love it.
And no one can blame him for coming to that conclusion because this is Anya we're talking about. She only volunteers to do things for the household when she's in trouble.
Yeah. Gilles Laframboise says, love Anya and her dog Bond, who can see the future. Yeah, they make a really nice pair. He sees the future, she reads his mind, so she knows the future. Cool. Trushmak is kind of being like losing hope for humanity. Says she's 6, she's going to be a moron for at least the next 20 years. You know, I have great hopes in humanity and the advances in science. Maybe there can be a brain transplant science sometime soon, and she might not be immortal for the next 20 years. Maybe it'll be only 10. Who knows? All right, you guys. So, yeah, finally, next mission. No spoilers to those who have read the manga, but it's going to be a good one. We are going to meet an important new character. Ooh, who shall it be? I'm rubbing my hands together. And we're going to get more your amazingness, so do look forward to it.
I'm really hoping that there's some development between Yor and Lloyd, because I want this family to be a real family, not just a fake, operation family.
You and me both, but the mangaka doesn't seem to want us to have that satisfaction anytime soon. So we're just giving crumbs. If you want more Yor and
of
Twilight
course,
moments,
of course, Teal is pushing up her glasses.
I gotta be pedantic where I can.
Oh. She's actually 5. Okay, thanks for the information. I forgot about that.
It does explain why she's so bad with her schoolwork.
Oh, poor baby.
It's too advanced for her.
Oh. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. She had to lie to get adopted. Boy, she really did fool Twilight. She really did. All right. So that's Spy Fam. We get into another one that you guys didn't watch, but I watched it and I'm going to talk about it. Yano-Kun's Ordinary Life. So we established in the last episode that Kyoko, sorry. That there's somebody that likes Kyoko. But she likes Yano-Kun. And for some reason, now Yano-Kun is aware of the fact that, hey, there's another guy that likes his friend, and hey, in this episode we get a little bit more of that realization about what that has done to him, knowing that there's another guy that likes his friend, the friend that is so precious to him. And well, it turns out that he is also kind of has a petty side. Now, going back to this, all of their circle of friends, they kind of see Yano-Kun as like a boy made of glass, so they treat him preciously, like he's super precious to them. Like, they will do anything to protect him, like literally, to the point that they end up saying like, yeah, he is like the child, and Kyoko is a mom, and the other guy that likes Kyoko is the dad, because the other guy's just so dependable. And that bothers him. He's like, do you see me as a child too? And of course this catches her off guard. But, like, he doesn't elaborate. But the point is, he's kind of getting, not liking the treatment of, like, having to be taken care of. I think he wants her to depend on him, which is a good step. It's a good step, because I also don't want our girl to always be, mom to an adult. There are people that enjoy that, but I don't like that for our girl. I would much rather her be with somebody who is dependable and who she can rely on, like the other guy. But if Yano-Kun can get his act together, I don't see that as anything bad. Just be clear about your feelings and don't manipulate her. Because, you guys, there was a part where all the friends were going, and he was already bothered by the fact that they're kind of like shipping her and the other guy, and he faked that he was hurt just to force her to stay behind so they could talk. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that. Just not enjoying manipulation. You can just talk. You don't have to get sulky and manipulate her like that, knowing that she's going to like drop everything for you if you get hurt. So yeah, we're seeing sulky Yano, but everybody gets sulky and Mimi and cheapies at any time. So hopefully he gets over that quick, and now that he realizes he's in love, because he does realize in this one that he likes her, and he will man up and make us all proud. You got this, Yano. It's okay. You got this. All right. Finally, the one that everybody's been waiting for, of course, is can I have one final thing? Oh boy.
It's a weird kind of isekai. So it didn't really start off as an isekai, at least not that we were aware of. And now the ending credit scene definitely makes a whole lot of sense with her taking on the image of Alice in Wonderland, one of the oldest isekais, if you can classify it as such. But yeah, the villain girl is the isekai, and our hero is not.
But this girl, this isekai girl, I was hoping that she would be kind of good in a twisted way, but no, she's straight up bad. Like, the girl has the ability to kind of like mind control, like kind of like mesmerize, like charm, or, you know, kind of brainwash people to do her bidding. And she breaks into the jail where her ally and fellow baddie is being held. And she poisons him. She straight out poisons him. So, yeah. I was wondering, at some point during this thing, I was wondering, like, yeah, Scarlet does a lot of beating up of people, but she never kills anybody. Like, why? Like, why doesn't she just put a miserable end to all of these bad people? I guess because they're saving the true villainy for the actual villainess. But you know what? Julius better get his act together, because in this one, he is in danger of probably getting murdered. He's been toying with her, and she doesn't appreciate it. And in this one, I'm like, yeah, girl, like, I'm all for your rights, but I'm also here supporting your wrongs, girl.
I'm here for her rights and her lefts.
Anything else about this episode to those that watched it with us? The punchy princess says to Rushmak, oh yeah. And Luis Fernando Quiroga says, I love the plot, the punch heroine. Oh yeah. And
you know, it's kind of weird. You could call her like the female One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Except she doesn't finish things in one punch.
She has does One Punch Man have the blessing of time as well?
No, he's just really, really strong and finishes all his fights in one punch.
Oh, okay.
Hence the name.
Trushmak says he was baiting her by calling her a toy. Yeah, he was baiting her and baiting us, because I was like, this is a beautiful scene. I was really appreciating the visuals with the red roses. Like, it was fully...
Yes!
I was loving it.
I forgot!
He was like, can I pick some flowers? And she's like, yeah, sure. And he was telling her about his parents and how, like, his father managed to woo his mother. I was like, I love it. Wow. Like, I thought that he was going to be
it was such a beautiful romantic story. And I love it, because that's exactly what he would do.
At this point, I am about to call him not Julius, but Jinshi, and I'm about to...
I've been calling him that the entire time!
Yeah, but he wasn't bothering me as much. And now he's bothering me, because now he's taking it in a way that's actually bothering the heroine. The heroine didn't really mind, really, but now it's gotten under her skin, and she needs to kick his ass. I'm sorry, but not sorry. That needs to happen.
I loved that at the end of the episode, she says the title of the episode. May I punch this annoying prince?
May I clobber this asshole prince? Yeah, I don't think she's going to do it. Probably her brother Leo is going to come out and and put a stop to the massacre. But
I guarantee she's going to try it, but he's going to deftly dodge every single blow, because he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't think she would go as far as to do it, though, because she knows he's royalty. I do have to say though, one of my favorite scenes was when Lord Godwin, the bad guy, he brought out the gun and he shot her point blank. I was like, oh no! And I was not expecting for Julius to get in the way.
Jinchi.
Like, yeah, shut up. To get in between her and the guns, who's, you know, take the bullet for her. I was like, oh! Like, it was like so amazing. And
that's what made the romantic scene so
Yes!
believable too.
exactly. I'm like, ah! So this show is really, really kind of, it's in a good way. In a good way, it's playing with my emotions. I know in the end, she is going to have him at her feet groveling, and I'm looking so much towards it.
Nope.
Yep.
Not at her feet. They are going to be equal because he's going to keep pestering her, and she's going to keep wanting to punch him.
At some point, the relationship has to break down. If not in the anime, in the manga, and I will read it in the manga if I need to. I need to see retribution for all his evil deeds. Playing with a girl's heart is not something you do at all. Trust me. Says a girl. Signed a girl. Representing all the girls.
Says me, a girl.
Gus Clark 3618 says bro was a menace in that scene. Exactly. And I will say though, I did enjoy it. It's just I was not expecting it, and I did feel infuriated. But all in all, I am enjoying this dynamic. Whatever you guys might think and whatever Patrick might say, I am enjoying it. Let's see. Somebody's going to fall first. Somebody's going to fall harder, you know. And I think he's going to fall harder. And I love to see that.
Someone's going to get chronic traumatic encephalopathy for being punched so much.
So I think so. I know that you have some feelings about him, but I think he is in love with her. But he loves so much to mess with her, so much more than actually, you know, coming out and saying, you know what, I actually do love you. Let's get together. No, he loves that enjoyment he gets from pestering her.
That's a selfish kind of love, I say. Don't play with the girl's heart, I say.
That's just because you hate Jinchi.
That's true, but still. She looks scary, says Emsley Joseph. Hello, Emsley Joseph. Happy to see you. And yes, she is very scary. You do not want to cross her at all. All right, and that, I think, takes us to the end of our anime wrap-up. Oh my goodness, we did it in less than an hour and a half. I am so proud of us, you guys. So
I don't know. I think I may have been extending it a little bit with those few.
We did it. We did it before an hour and 15 minutes, and for that I'm thankful. So, all in all, this was a good week. Some of these episodes kind of stumbled a little bit. Again, but that's probably a me thing. But since Ed also agreed with me, at least on the Assassin one, some of those fights could have been meh. But not all of the fights were bad. I really enjoyed the ones that kind of have one final thing. Again, the animation might be limited in some parts, but they're doing a really good job with what they have. Because, you know, it's not one of those like hugely funded, you know, shonen isekais. So, I like what they're doing so far. The quality hasn't dropped from the beginning. Since we have a little extra time, anybody here want to share their MVP or their favorite scene in this week?
I think we already know mine, purely from how much I was gushing over it.
Well,
honestly, this week was pretty. I'm trying to think, and I think it's the one that I liked the most was the ending of Dark History when Iana stands up and takes the sword. It's like, oh my god. Other than that, this week was pretty mostly mild for all of them.
Yeah, we're getting to the mid-season slump. soon enough. We'll see, maybe. Teal.
I think my MVP is Handler. I like
Ooh.
learning about her, and she had some very, wise, pardon the pun, things to say to her little underlings.
Yeah, we saw a mini Lloyd, though I don't think he's going to ever measure up to the real Lloyd or the real Twilight. He even had the same hair and eye color almost. But yeah, he doesn't. He has a long way to go before he can, reach that kind of potential or reach his full potential. But if Handler is taking care of him, if she's undertaken the role of training him, I'm sure he's going to, be a good spy eventually, because she's just really, really good at what she does. Anybody else? Luis Fernando Quiroga Gonzalez says in the chat, says the MVP is the Punch Lady and her friends. Yes, you're right. By the way, did you guys notice that the Punch Lady got a dragon that she now rides around?
Yeah, it's crazy that she got a dragon and then it was just like a passing 10-second scene.
It's Sadomaso, guys. I mean, she expedited the Sadomaso's prince back home, but he left his dragon behind, so she took it.
Right. So I thought it was hilarious because everybody's asking about her, trying to figure out, what she's like and what she enjoys and what kind of pet she has. And her friends are saying, oh, maybe she has a cat. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, she's definitely got a dog. And then they come to visit her and she's flying in on a freaking dragon.
Never a dull moment with her, I'm sure. So yeah, that was pretty intense to see her fly in with the dragon. I was like, yo. And I love that the beast skin, I think, is Nanaka, whatever. He's jealous. He was like in the background, he was just like looking like kind of like emitting evil vibes, but it was just because he was jealous of the dragon. He didn't want to be so replaced. So at some point she was like,
he's
come
the
here.
pet. He's the bestest pet ever.
Yeah, she was like, here, come here. And he was like, yay! And they didn't show the full hug, but she did hug him. I was like, oh, the cutest thing ever, because he is like when he turns into like animal form, he is so cute. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I like little creatures and animals and dogs and cats, so I would have also been.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Nanaka looks a lot like Raven or
yeah, that is true. Raven from
Princess,
Who Made Me a Princess. Speaking of, we didn't really see Raven too much, but again, it has to do probably with the fact that they can only keep her like a little bit at a time, not too much in contact with it, because otherwise it'll mess her up again. Let's see, our favorites from this week. Akihana. Okay, chat. All right. Yeah, right now we're talking about MVPs. My MVP, since I guess, has to be. Actually, I didn't pick an MVP. I just, I want to say, because nobody else will. Yumeko, because she got her job done. She got that deal. She saved the company because the company needed those potatoes for their products. And nobody believed in her. Nobody thought that she would get the job done. And because of sheer appreciation for a farmer's produce, she was able to do it without threatening, without, doing anything underhanded. They got the deal. And in her own quirky sort of way, she's trying to help people that probably have it out against her or had it in the past. That's probably not something I do, but, that's why I'm not a shoujo heroine. All right. Oh, Akihara says, yeah, Yumeko reminding the farmer of his pig. Yeah, and I think that's, again, something of Japanese culture that they kind of like are really harsh about fat phobia is really pronounced. And I was like, I don't really like this. That was not necessary, but it is, Japanese culture. Yeah, so unfortunately. All right, and Teal, did you want to say what was your other MVP? Oh,
Yeah, it's from Watatabe, so we didn't talk about it, but for those watching, I thought Miko's backstory was, pretty interesting.
is that the one we talked about earlier, or is that the other one? No,
The other one.
the other one. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for letting us know about the anime and the manga you've been enjoying so far. I had a lot of fun talking with these fine folks about anime, and I hope that you join us next Thursday, probably at the same time. I think at the same time, and we will continue to talk about the anime for this season. Probably not all of them in full depth. Depends on how well they do. Yeah, otherwise we'll see you on Thursday, or if you want to catch us on my other channel, the Chattering Magpie Reads, we're reading The Count of Monte Cristo. It's been really fun, and I highly encourage you guys to join us on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, and Fridays tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. So there's a lot more fun. And again, thank you to the folks on the chat who supported via Super Chat. We had Patrick and Thomas Hayden. And again, Patrick, who gifted 5 memberships to lucky people here. Thank you guys. You guys make this channel happen. All right, gang. I will see you tomorrow for those of you who are joining us for Monte Cristo, or next week. Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.